Well, it's been sitting all winter. The battery's dead. Get the jump pack on it. Let's see if it starts. Oh, wow. That was nice. Well, we're mowing down a little bit of rye here today. Finally getting in the fields. Not really going how I wanted to. Going smooth once we got to the field, I guess, but turns out I don't have a 1000 shaft on that case. It's not like my old one. I had an MXU 135 before this case Puma 130, and the shaft just pulls out, you flip it and put it back in, and it's 1000 on one side, 540 on the other. Well, on this Puma, it's two separate shafts, which kind of sucks. So now I got to go buy a 1000 shaft for it. It's Memorial Day, but good thing we have the white. I don't want to take the jewels off. It might have worked. It's a little soft out here. It'll make him happy. We're getting this rye off here for him so we can get this planted once it's done. But yeah, just not happy with how kind of things have gone. You know, flat tire and the skid steer odds and ends. But we're getting some rye down. It looks pretty nice. I'm excited to see what it looks like once we put it in a bale. Hopefully we can get it dry. It's crimping really well. So I think that's half the battle. And hopefully this rain tomorrow night isn't going to be too much. That's 20 acres of rye on the ground. Doesn't look too bad. Just got to clean up a couple spots here. Well, we're back into the hay fields. We got some clover here we're knocking down. There's a stubble clover planted into wheat last spring. He had someone make the hay off of it last fall. We're in here making this hay now. It's clean with no straw in it, which is nice. I like that. It is wet though. We did find a wet spot just up along the wood line there. Left a pretty good rut with the mower. We're going around these, you'll see we got a lot of areas we're just kind of zigzagging around here. He's got some waterways through here. We're just trying to keep our distance, stay away from the moisture, get this knocked down, try to minimize any damage we can. and I don't know what he's planting into this. If it's corn or beans, but he's going to be putting row crops into this. So we're trying to get it knocked down. It's Memorial Day today. It's a very late spring here in Northwest Ohio. I think everybody's behind where they want to be. I certainly am. But we're in the fields. We're mowing down some hay. We did 20 acres of rye. I ate some lunch. Well, dinner. It was 6 o'clock when I ate lunch today, I guess. And we're back at it mowing some hay. I think we're going to be out here till dark, at least, to finish this. And I'm going to try and throw the drill on early tomorrow morning, try to get sunrise, 4 or 5 in the morning, something like that. Put the drill back on this and see if we can get our field finished planted, and then throw the cultipacker back on the case, finish cultipacking the south field. We got a lot to get done, not a lot of time to do it. Let's hope the weather prevails, we can get through this. Come hell or high water, we're getting something done. I hear it bogging down. I don't know. I didn't think it was that wet, but it must have hit something. Yeah, there you go. Beautiful clover. Well, we're done mowing hay. It's like 11 o'clock now. I'm going to try to get up early tomorrow and get the drill hooked up and to see if we want to plant tomorrow morning. I don't know if it'll be fit. I don't know if we have much of an option at this point with how late it is. I could go into work. Well, I should go into work tomorrow. So that's why I'm wondering if I get up early, get the drill hooked back up to this tractor, and then go into work and then try to plant after that. But if they push the rain up or something, or don't take the rain off, I guess, then I'll probably take off tomorrow, try to get the hay planted. Yeah, it's definitely better lights on this than I remember. I usually hate farming at night, still don't like it, but I can actually see a little bit of what I'm doing. It's not so bad. We can walk out here and look at some of the clover. So yeah, we got a nice, some pretty nice windrows here. Doesn't look like much here in the dark, but there's quite a bit of product there. Got a good crimp on it. Nice leafy material. If we can get this dried down, it's gonna make some beautiful hay. Well, I think I spoke too soon about how good the lights are on this. They suck when you have to go down the road because you can't have the four-ways and the field lights on at the same time. You can't see nothing out of here. The video probably makes it look better than it is, but I can't see hardly anything. You certainly can't see nothing behind you. How fun! Well, she's about to the edge of the gravel now. She's gonna get started in the mud. Let's hope she doesn't get stuck. I've shoveled out a good amount of the mud. We still have more to dig out before I add stone. Hopefully I can put some stone down tonight, but I got planting to do. There's the drill. We mowed down, I don't know, like 35, 40 acres last night. I think she'll make it through. That's where it got stuck last time, but we had the drill on. I got through the woods last night without anything hooked on it. As long as she makes a turn, I think she'll be all right. Thank you. I'll be honest, I have no idea what I'm doing, but these boxes look pretty even, so that's a good sign we don't have one that's just dumping the seed out. You know, we had one when we first were trying to calibrate it. It was just dumping the stuff out. It had a small gap in it we had to fix. And the thing that really ticks me off is these marker arms. They don't center you. So if I go straight down this center line of the tractor like I've done for other people, and I figure marker arms are always going to be the center line of the tractor, well then we have like a 4-foot gap between our rows. So you can see there's a center line or marker arm. I may be overlapping here a couple feet, but I'd rather overlap than have a ton of skips. So that kind of ticks me off. I don't see how there's any adjustment in these. I think they're slid all the way in. So I don't know what to do other than just deal with it. I'm not looking to mess with it. If it ain't broke, don't fix it, I guess. I just got to pay attention, and maybe don't even need to really use them, but it's nice to have that as a point of reference so I can kind of see where I've been and where I haven't, because you can get lost in this pretty easily. At least I can. It just makes it easier, so I kind of know where I'm at. But yeah, we're getting through it. Not necessarily excited how late we're planting or some of the other conditions we're in, but I think it's ground's fit, good enough. So yeah, here we are. We're getting some stuff in the ground. Finally back at it. We got the depth set right. I just hope our population's right. The marker arms aren't quite working how I want, but at least it kind of gives us a point of reference. As you can tell, I'm not driving down the center of the last pass. Is what it is. It gives me a point of reference, as I just said there. Yeah, I have no idea. Hopefully we're doing this right. I'm really excited that we're getting into hay. One big reason I'm excited to get into hay is it's a distraction, so I don't have to come out here and look at this every single day and wonder if I screwed up. It'll keep me busy, keep my mind distracted. I think we had like 35, 40 acres I mowed down last night. Tomorrow we're gonna knock down another 23, 24 acres in 2 different fields. And yeah, so at least getting something going. It'll keep me busy, keep me preoccupied. Because there's not much I'm going to be able to do until this all comes up and I can tell what we need to do, if we need to replant or do any other odds and ends. But yeah, I think it'll be good distraction. Just ready to get this done and behind us. I know how to make hay. I think I'm pretty good at it. This, I have no idea what I'm doing. Just stressed out all the time. Just ready to get it done. But trying to take it in at the same time and enjoy what I'm doing, I guess. But yeah, when you don't know what you're doing, you got equipment that's not set up quite how you want, and you're still figuring things out, it can be a little more stressful than you'd like. Now, had a flat tire on the drill. Luckily it wasn't the drive tire, but it was gonna screw up my depth. It's one of the front guide tires, I don't know what you want to call it, but that kind of sucks. I have like 4 spare tires on rims ready to go, but they're all 6-lug and this one's 5. So it's got 6 tires on that drill. 4 of them are on the ground for transport, and then 2 of them are on the ground when you actually lower and start planting. And the 2 that are on the ground for planting are 5 lugs, and I don't have any of those handy, I guess. I think I have one on my old Oliver crimper maybe, and I think one of my old Oliver hay wagons, one of the old flat racks, has a 5 lug on it too. So we're gonna have to pull a tire off of that. In the meantime, I'm getting some cold packing done. We still have probably about a third, almost half of this field left to finish. And so I figured at least I can stay productive. My wife blew out a tire on the dump trailer trying to haul a couple loads of stone today. And we have blew out a tire on the skid steer too. So it's one of those things that kind of goes in spurts, and I don't think we're picking anything up. It's just bad, crappy luck, you know, because that tire on the planter I know kind of went flat over time, but we aired it up this morning, so I figured it'd be good for the day. Well, I was wrong. The dump trailer, I think we've just been hauling a lot with it. The skid steer, I don't really know what happened. That one just kind of went out, I guess. But yeah, let's keep working, get something done. Fingers crossed we can get done before dark tonight and nothing else breaks. I wanted to spend the day We got a new water pump put on now. There she is, nice and shiny. This really sucks. Hopefully we're good to go now. I'm ready to get this over. No leaks. Guess that's good. Well, she's getting the hang of it. There's still way too much seed left in here. This is not set right. We're just gonna keep planting until it's gone. Not really where I wanted to be today. I mean, I knew it was gonna end up back here. I just thought we'd have more light. We haven't even started our second field yet. This is our third pass. We're at least getting it down. I'm gonna get the population I want, so I'm happy about that. It's gonna give us a pretty thick stand and rather just in rows, I guess. Yeah, we're getting down to the end of it. I'll probably just open up the next field tomorrow morning for my wife, and she'll probably plant while I'm at work. And we're gonna mow down hay tomorrow night with this tractor. I'm just ready to get this field planted and get on with things. Well, time for things to get expensive. This is alfalfa. You can see in there. Small seed, but over $5 a pound. I think the grass, which you can see, there's one bag right there. The grass is like $3.60, $3.74, I don't know, something like that a pound. But you have to buy a 50-pound bag. I forget what it comes out to per bag. But we're gonna be planting hopefully at least 18 pounds the acre, maybe anywhere from 18 to 22. I don't know how this thing's gonna go. We're gonna try and shoot for about 2 pounds, 2.5, 3 pounds an acre of grass, and 18 to 20 on the alfalfa. So I'll get at least 8 bags of alfalfa put in, dump 1 bag of grass in, mix it all up. We're waiting on the tractor to warm up now, and then we're gonna go plant our alfalfa. We finished this field last night about, I don't know, 11 o'clock or so. It's currently like 6 in the morning now. I'm gonna get end rows done and then have my wife take over. Hopefully she can figure it out. I'm gonna show her the ropes, and hopefully she won't be too stressed out. I know I'm gonna be all day, but I gotta go to work. I work for the township. One of the trustees is starting to ride me a little bit. Yeah, I'm pretty well caught up at everything at work, more or less. There's a few things to do this week, but he wants me there, and I need to keep my job, I guess. So we're going into work, and hopefully this goes well for my wife today. I just want to make sure this gets done, so it's done and behind us. We can park the drill. We don't have to keep coming back here through the mud because it sucks. I'm just ready to make hay, so we can drop the drill, hook the mower onto this, and mow down hay. I think we got like 23, 25 acres to mow tonight, 2 different fields, both of which are like 8 to 10 miles away, but close to each other. They're like 4 miles from each other. The closer one's maybe like 6 or 7 miles, and then the other one's like maybe 10, 11 miles from home. So they're close enough together. It'll kind of work out. Do those in a pair. We already have 20 acres of rye and 15, 20 some acres of clover down that we mowed 2 nights ago, and we'll rake tomorrow night. We're gonna mow down the alfalfa tonight. One field's 13 acres alfalfa grass, the other field's a straight alfalfa. Mow that down tonight, rake the rye and clover hopefully tomorrow night, start baling the rye Friday night, maybe touch into the clover. I don't know if it'll be dry. Do that Saturday. Maybe I'll rake the alfalfa grass and alfalfa Saturday too. Then bale all the clover Saturday, hopefully get that unloaded quick, and then see if we can start baling the alfalfa Sunday, if weather permits. And then if this window stays open like it looks like it might, we might just keep rolling into more and more hay. We got 25 acres alfalfa north of town, north of Archbold. It's like 22, 23 miles north. Then we might roll right into that. And then after that, we have one last shot. I call it one leg left of first cutting. 20 acres of clover, 15 acres of grass. The grass is 24 miles from home, like 15 miles from home. On the way to that grass is another 12 acres of grass. And then kind of in that same general area, 11, 12 miles from home is the 20 acres of clover. So I'm gonna try to knock all those out together. It's gonna be one big push, but we're round baling at least the 12 acres of grass and maybe the 20 acres of clover, and then square baling the 15 acres of grass that's furthest from home, which kind of sucks, but it's the nicer grass of the two fields. Even though it's further and we're going to be hauling it all back on kick racks, I think that's going to be the better route to go. We've done it before, only did like 750, 800 bales last year, so it's not a crazy amount. It'll all fit on my wagons, so we don't have to unload and empty wagons to get it done. But yeah, we got a lot to push through yet this spring, and I'm just ready for this part of the things to be done. I was excited to buy the farm, still am. I'm not upset with it. It's a good buy. I know it's going to be the right thing for the future. It's just so much to do all at once. We closed on April 17th. We haven't had much time to figure things out since then with getting our lane through that woods. You can see kind of at the corner there, right there. We had 1,000 feet of woods to clear, put stone down. We had a crossover to install on that ditch. That's a 60-inch pipe. Everything just keeps taking more time and setting us back, but we're finally here. Ground's dry. We're gonna get this done. Hopefully we can get a lot of hay made and get some rain, get this up and growing, give us a couple days off because I'm tired of 4 hours of sleep. But wish us luck, and we got a lot of hay ahead of us here. So yeah, the alfalfa is definitely a much denser product than what the grass is. You can see those boxes don't seem like they have a whole lot in them. There's a lot of room left in these boxes to be filled up. But there's over $2,200 worth of seed in this box right now. And then we got to add that grass yet. Mix it all up and then hopefully we can start running. But yeah, that's how we get the seed back here. We just load it in a bucket and drive it back because there's our access through the woods, and that takes you all the way to the road. We're going to only get halfway back the lane with the truck right now. So we load them up in the bucket, bring it back. It's a pain, but we're getting something done. So yeah, just got off work. This is on the way home, looking at this hay field. It's about 9 acres. There's some nice alfalfa that we planted last spring, 20 pounds the acre. I'll get out here and show you in just a minute, but my wife did finish planting today. She got done, I think, 1 o'clock or something like that. And we had like the perfect amount. We had that drill calibrated like perfect for the alfalfa mix. I think she maybe had like 5 or 10 pounds left in the box when she got done with her first pass. And so I was really happy about that. A lot better than how the grass went. And yeah, so that was a lot nicer, not having to make 3 passes just to get the rate down we want, because I filled the drill up for planting grass to plant 20 pounds an acre, and it took us 3 passes, almost 3, 2 2/3 passes to get the whole drill emptied. I didn't want to plant any less, so I figured, well, it was probably planting around 8 pounds the acre. Maybe 7, 8 pounds an acre is my guess, just to how it ran out on the 3rd pass. I just said, this is what we want down for population, or whatever you want to call it. We're going to keep planting until the seed's gone. It took way longer. We should have had that done by midday yesterday. Got onto the alfalfa, got that done last night, but we didn't get done till like after 10 o'clock last night, planting the grass. But we did get it done, and we got started planting today. I got the end rows planted for my wife this morning, took off to work. She finished planting. Everything went well for her. We were going to mow down this tonight, but you can see a little bit of rain. Probably not going to amount to much more in a 10th, but really excited we got some rain. Hopefully get the seed up and growing, and just enough to get it going because we plant the seed pretty shallow, but not enough to really do any damage to the hay. I think this is going to be kind of a happy medium. And we're going to get back after it here. Let's go look at this field. I don't really want to get all wet, so I'm not going to walk into it, but some of it's starting to lay down. You can see right there's a good example. You can see some of it just laying down that way or that way, and a lot of it's laying down towards me. But here we are next to it, probably about midway up onto my thigh. I'd say it's pretty close to just starting to bloom. I like to say, I've always been told, 10% bloom is really ideal. That's your peak quality where it matches yield, but you take it when you get it, right? When the forecast is right. But yeah, I guess that'll be all for this video. I don't know, we got quite a few days of footage I put together here. I don't know what all we got, but it's been a lot between getting planting wrapped up here and mowing down some hay, I guess. It's been a busy couple days. I think tonight we're just gonna try and get caught up on some sleep.